Right. So I'm again saying graphs is a non-linear data structure that we are now beginning. The only non-linear data structure that we have done till now is trees. Another type of non-linear data structures which consist of a set of vertices say V of graph G and a set of edges say G E of graph G, where if I'm representing the nodes by A, B, C, D, and E, some name I'm giving to each vertex of the graph, then the set of vertices is A, B, C, D, and E. 5 vertices are there, and the set of edges becomes A to B is an edge. Can you all see the line A to B? Yes, no? A to C is another edge. C to D is an edge. BC and CD is an edge. Do you all understand the meaning of vertices and edges? This is how I represent a basic graph. Now, while representing a graph, I need you all to understand that graph can be directed or undirected. The current graph is clearly an undirected graph. It is possible that I give directions to the graph. It is very possible that I am giving directions to the graph. So now it becomes a directed graph. In case this is a directed graph, edges will be stored in the manner the direction of the arrow is. So the edge is not from A to B, the edge is from B to A. In an undirected graph, A to B, B to B, B to A means the same thing. But in a directed graph, this edge should be saved as an edge from B to A. This edge is saved as A to C. Then we have an edge from C to D. Then we have an edge from D to E. We have an edge from D to E. And we have an edge from E to B.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Ma'am, we are disconnecting.
Am I audible now, class? Class, am I audible?
Not audible. Ma'am, your screen is not visible.
Try again, please. My screen should be visible, class.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Not audible. I am not audible to anybody, or some people are able to hear.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking up.
Breaking up. Let me try once. Maybe the fan was working. I've tried switching it off. Now is it clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope it becomes better now. Now, this is a directed graph. Before this, we only told undirected graph. In a directed graph, I was only mentioning that the edges, this edge is not A to B, this is B to A. In an undirected graph, an edge from A to B is implicitly an edge from B to A also. But in a directed graph, if I have to have an edge from A to B, then I have to represent it separately. So there are two types of graph, directed, undirected. Now clearly there are no weights on the edges yet. But supposedly I add some weight to the edges. Then this becomes a weighted graph. Again, a weighted graph may be directed or undirected. इतने सारे types क्यों हैं graphs के? Because there are many real life problems which can be represented using graphs. Just for example, कि I have a traffic signal problem जिसमें I have a traffic signal and I have different paths coming out from the traffic signal. In that case, I can technically represent the problem using a graph, and maybe the paths are interconnected, maybe they are not connected, and so on. And I can solve the problem giving some weight to every edge, representing how much traffic is there on every edge. Understanding? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope I am audible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, in case I have to represent an air traffic problem, or I have to represent a traveling salesman problem where each node might be representing a city, and I have to find a shortest path which covers all the cities which are connected in some manner. So there are many problems that can be represented as graphs. Depending on the problem which we are trying to solve using the graph can be directed. Now this is undirected unweighted graph. This is undirected graph. This example is a directed weighted graph, right? So depending on the application which we are trying to solve using graphs, we will take a particular type of graph. Terminology is clear to all? Yes,
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Now there are strongly connected. Is there any doubt? There are strongly connected, connected, other connected type of graphs that you can just go through for your reference. Other than that, I want to say what are adjacent vertices. A very important point is what are adjacent vertices. Now, supposedly, I create a graph. Whatever vertices are connected through edges immediately from a given vertex are called as the adjacent vertices of the graph. Supposedly, this is a graph A, B, C, D, and E. So if I'm having a node or vertex A, what are the adjacent nodes of A? I have three edges originating from A. One is A connecting A to B, another is connecting A to D, another is connecting A to C. So if I am creating adjacent vertices of A, then I get a set of three vertex which is B, C, and D. Is this clear to all? What do I
Yes,
mean
ma'am.
by adjacent vertices? This is very important because this is mostly used in visiting the graph, in traversing the graph, in finding a shortest path or minimum weight path or path from one edge to another and so on. So adjacent vertices are very important. Is this clear? Adjacent vertex का मतलब क्या है? Immediately जहां से I am able to, like E is not an adjacent vertex of A. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
B is not adjacent to C. There is a path existing from B to C, but there is no edge that is connecting B to C. So B and C are non-adjacent vertices. Adjacency and non-adjacency is clear?
Yes. No, ma'am.
I will again say, if I am trying to find out the adjacent vertices of C, then I have two edges which are connecting the node C. इस node से कितनी edges बाहर जा रही हैं? From C. I have only two edges. One is connecting to A, another is connecting to D. So if I want to find out adjacent vertices of C, I have A and D. This is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Yeah. तो जितने बचे हुए vertices हैं, that is vertex B and vertex E, become non-adjacent to C. Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now, B and C are non-adjacent vertices. E and C are non-adjacent vertices. This is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
A and C are adjacent vertices. C and D are adjacent vertices. This is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, even if the vertices are not adjacent, that does not mean that there is no path between B and C. I can still reach B from C through A. So if I'm trying to connect a path from C to B, then the path connects C to A and A to B. Is this clear to all? The path A to C and A to B, sorry, C to A and A to B connects from C to B. So although C and B are non-adjacent vertices, there can be an existent path. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I am only right now telling you what are the basic meaning of definitions. अभी तक मैंने कुछ भी नहीं बताया. I'm telling you there is a graph G जिसमें कुछ vertices हैं या nodes हैं V, कुछ edges हैं E. Then I am telling you what do I mean by the adjacent edges. I am trying to tell what do I mean by path between any two nodes in the graph. It is a path which is going to be connected using edges only. If I have to reach C from E from C, then there can be many possible paths. It is possible that there are many paths between C and E. Just for example, from your home to the college, there are many paths. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
You try to take the shortest path in terms of time. It is possible that the path might be taking a longer route, but if it is taking the shortest time, you will be choosing that path. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I can connect to E from C, either I can connect C to D, either I connect C to D and then D to E. This is one possible path from C to E. Or I can connect C to A to B and B to E. This is also another possible path. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is possible that I take another path C to D, D to B and then B to A, B to E. That is also one path.
Yes, ma'am.
I can connect C, A, D, E. That is also one path. So there are many possible paths between these two nodes. But if I am considering the current graph only, current graph में ना ही कोई weight है ना ही कोई direction है. It is an unweighted, undirected graph. So what will be the shortest path from C to E? Shortest path from C to E will be the path with the least number of edges, क्योंकि और कोई criteria है ही नहीं ना यहाँ पे.
C, D,
Yes,
and D.
ma'am. C, D, E.
C, D, E will be the
C, D,
shortest
E.
path, clearly.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
of you are with me on the same track.
Yes, ma'am.
So by this I am only telling you what are the basic meanings of basic terms. Then we come to the degree of a node or degree of a vertex. In case the graph is undirected, then in degree and out degree are same, which are equal to the degree of any node. Supposedly I am calculating the degree of node A. The degree of node A is equal to the number of vertices which are adjacent to A. How many vertices are adjacent to A? A is adjacent to C, A is adjacent to D, A is adjacent to B. So the degree of node A becomes 3 because there are 3 edges that are coming out from A. Are you all able to get this? There are 3 edges that are coming out from A to C, A to D and A to B. So the degree of node A becomes 3.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
degree of a node is clear to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in case this was a directed graph, in case this is a directed graph and I have some directions associated with the graph, in that case, in this case, the degree of the node is immaterial. Now, there are 2 degrees in a directed graph, the in degree and the out degree. In degree and out degree. In degree of any vertex is the number of edges which are ending at that node.